Hello and welcome to this dose of virtual vitamin Z. My name is Akilah, educator with the Detroit Zoological Society, and today we are going to be exploring giraffe patterns. It's one of my favorite animals here at the zoo. And did you know that giraffe patterns are pretty unique? No giraffe pattern has the same as the other, so they're pretty much like our fingerprints that we have. Even identical twins have different patterns. So these are our three giraffes that are in our care at the Detroit Zoological Society. We have the mom, who is Mackenzie, the dad, Jabari, and the little one is Kavuli. So we are going to take a journey and look and see what their patterns look like, and even have an opportunity to create our own from your own home. All right? So let's see what skills and concepts we're going to be going through today. All right, so we're going to be doing some fine motor skills, some spatial reasoning, creativity, of course, and our observation skills. So we'll have a chance to look at our live cam while you guys are with us today here at the Detroit Zoo. So hopefully the giraffes that are here in our care are going to be front and center, right in their camera. Maybe they may be browsing, playing around, so we'll see what we can find. All right, so let's go over some vocabulary that we're going to do today. The very first one that we're going to talk about is capillary action. It may be a little tricky that you may have not heard this before, but capillary action is going to be the movement of water on a porous space. Now you're thinking, what's a porous space or what's a porous material? So let's think about that for a second. Can you think of any kind of material that's considered porous? And porous just means something that water can go through. Let's think about that. If you said paper towels, you're absolutely right, or maybe even a sponge. That's perfect as well. So we're actually going to get a chance to use some materials around our own home today, like paper towel. All right, so some items you'll need for the activity will be watercolors, a paintbrush, a cup of water, of course, because you want to clean that brush, paper towel that we have at the house, a giraffe silhouette. You can find any one that's printed that you can print out from the internet, a glue stick, and scissors. All right, so we talked a little bit about fingerprints and how even identical twins can have different fingerprints. Giraffe patterns are the same thing. No giraffe has the same pattern. And we're gonna see that using some of my materials today. So these are materials that I had at my house. And of course, if you don't have watercolors, you can do this with water. You can do this with a water-based marker as well. So like maybe Crayola, the Crayola watercolor brand of markers, you can use this. And what you'll do is that you'll just put the marker on the paper, and then you'll take a little bit of water and drop it on, and you'll see that color spread throughout the entire, not the entire part of the paper towel, but a space of the paper towel. All right. So we have a video that's going to play for us. And I chose to use orange. And I thought about some of the other colors that giraffes have, maybe yellow and brown. And this, of course, is a sped up video. You can see that we're adding the water after we add some of the color, and you can see that color spread in that space. So right after that, this was the paper towel, and then this was the giraffe silhouette that I had cut out already. And what I did was that I overlaid it on the top, and I drew the outline of the outside and cut it out. And this was my final product. Pretty nifty, right? So you can make your own giraffe pattern while you're at home, and you can pick any color you want. But if you want to get some inspiration from some of the giraffes that are here at the Detroit Zoo, you can always go to the Detroit Zoo's website, where we have a lot of animal cams out in the habitats. Now, earlier this morning, I saw them right front and center, right in front of the camera, but you may see one that is off to the, I hope it's your right as well. On my screen, it's to the right, but it may be the left on yours. And you can observe some of the giraffe patterns, all right? So you can get some inspiration from there. And if not, you can always go online and see what other patterns that they have. So you're probably thinking, what's next? You can observe the Detroit Zoo camera. You can create your own pattern from the comfort of your own home. Make sure you use those materials, and you can talk to your young child about using capillary action and porous materials. And you can also share those patterns with education@dzs.org. Continue to visit DetroitZoo.org for more virtual vitamin Z. And before I go, I definitely want to give a shout out and thank you to KeyBank for supporting our education experience this week.